Okay, I just spent about an hour checking out this I Stand With Ahmed clockmaking and being arrested story, and honestly it looks like one of the biggest media scams I think I've ever seen. That's next on Conservative News. Okay, I don't know if you've been following this story, but everybody's up in arms about this 14-year-old kid from, I guess, somewhere in Texas, being arrested for bringing a clock invention to school. Well, there's a whole bunch of stuff about this that the media just flat out is not telling you, and it stinks to high heaven. Okay, here are some facts that the media is not telling you at all. Ahmed's father ran for president of Sudan at least twice. He is a multi-millionaire. Ahmed, he invented nothing. He took an 80s Radio Shack alarm clock. He took it apart and put it in a pencil box. He took it from one housing and put it into another housing. He didn't do any electronics on it. He didn't do anything to the circuit board. He didn't switch around wires. He did nothing. He took something from a clock housing and put it into a pencil box. Big deal. He took the clock to 6 different classes before he was arrested. He was finally turned in, not by his science teacher, but by his English teacher. His engineering teacher or his science teacher, whatever you want to call him, told him to hide the device and not show it to anyone. Then he took it to English class and he plugged it in and it started beeping. And his teacher wanted to know, what the hell is that? Then after he got arrested, Obama immediately invited him to the White House before he even had all the details. What? Why would he do that? A professor at the Theoretical Physics Department at MIT invited him to tour the school. For assembling a clock? Taking a clock out of a housing and putting it into another one is a far cry from theoretical physics, okay? Well, the media is playing this out as a racist, bigoted issue. Guess what? He was arrested by a black police officer. Oh boy, that doesn't fit with the PC narrative, does it? Okay, this thing is an utter scam. We're being taken for a complete ride here. Should he have been arrested? Okay, no, probably not. I'm going to defend him for that. He probably shouldn't be arrested because he was probably being used by his father as a publicity stunt, as a publicity hound, whatever. The kid's probably innocent. He was just tinkering around. But seriously, what was the kid doing with a device that looked like a bomb, that when the police arrested him or questioned him first, he had no explanation as to why he invented the device. He had no explanation as to what the device was for. It wasn't a science project. It wasn't a science fair project. There was no reason for him to even do this. It was not an assignment or anything like this. He made this thing and he brought it to school and he took it to 6 different classes before he was arrested. Why? This thing had no purpose. It was not even an invention. It was an 80s Radio Shack clock that you can buy on eBay. Okay, maybe Ahmed had absolutely nothing to do with this. He just assembled the clock. But his presidential wannabe father used him in this incident, and I can guarantee you one thing. There is way more to this story than meets the eye. Don't take my word for it. Don't believe me. I'm going to put a bunch of links in the video description below. Read about this story. I'm going to link to articles. I'm going to link to videos. People who deconstruct this supposed invention this kid did. Have a look at those things. And I tell you what, we're being taken for a complete ride here. So check it out. Just see how the story is complete and utter manipulation. And see how we're being, well, I don't know what's going on, but we are being totally set up in this story. So read the description below and check out those articles, check out those videos, because like I said, there is way more to the story than meets the eye. That's it. Talk to you next time on Conservative News.